Good afternoon, everybody. Let's take a look at your headlines. It is Wednesday afternoon. A second immigration detention center is coming to Florida, plus a brand new fire station coming to Mobile. And we are learning breaking news this afternoon. A woman has died in a house fire along with her pet, and a Mobile firefighter was injured. That's just one of our big stories today on News 5 Now.
Brought to you by Green and Phillips Injury Lawyers, covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. News 5 Now starts right now.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to News 5 Now. I'm Devin Walsh. Glad to be with you on this Wednesday afternoon. We've had a lot going on in the newsroom today. One of the things that we have been following is that really bad fire in West Mobile off of Moffett Road. We've just learned that a woman died. I'm going to be showing you some of that footage in just a moment, but certainly sad news as firefighters try to get her out of that house and they weren't able to do it. That's just on my mind and on my heart today. Just, really sad. And something else I was thinking about today, and many of you have commented on a post that I made on Facebook last week about a young man who died in a drowning incident in North Alabama, Will Glass. He was a senior at McGill-Tulane Catholic High School, pitcher on the baseball team. He was laid to rest today. And so my prayers are with his family. The funeral was this morning, and he's actually in my son's class. So I knew Will, and I just can't get that out of my mind. It's just so sad. So, just hug your children tightly today because, you just never know what can happen. It's just so sad. Anyway, I don't mean to be morbid. I just was thinking about that. So we've got a lot going on. Let's go ahead and get to our big stories, and we'll kind of run through those. And then we're going to talk about our question of the day, which has to do with music, and then our poll of the day that has to do with fashion. So we'll be lightening things up in just a moment. But let's start with our big stories this afternoon. Number 5, Florida has become one of the many states to ban people from using SNAP benefits on soda and other products. The move comes after Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. announced earlier this year that states will be allowed to ban people from using SNAP benefits to pay for soda. Other products will be banned: energy drinks, candy, and prepared desserts. Number 4, a second immigration detention center is planned to be built at some point in Florida. The state is looking to add more facilities, with one contract labeled as North Detention Facility. This facility plans to be used as a similar purpose as that controversial alligator Alcatraz. Florida plans to build a detention center at a Florida National Guard training center called Camp Blanding, southwest of Jacksonville. And the state is waiting for more concrete funding to determine the fate of more facilities. Number 3, the city of Bay Minette has confirmed a redevelopment project will proceed. Bay Minette has agreed to sell its former residential center to Bay Minette Development Group, LLC. Plans like a Hilton brand hotel and 2 new restaurants are already in the works. A specific timeline is not yet available. Number 2, the city of Mobile is breaking ground on a new fire station tomorrow. A ceremony for the new District 4 station is set for 10:30. The station on Azalea Road will replace the old McCosker fire station. It's part of the city's $4.6 million investment to replace older active fire stations. The new station will have a dedicated hazmat unit. And number 1, breaking news: a woman has died in this house fire that happened early this morning around 7:30. Fire crews were called to this home on Racine Avenue. It's off Moffett Road. When they got there, they found a woman who had been trapped. They were able to get her out and resuscitate her. She was breathing on the way to the hospital, but we have learned that she died. You saw just a moment ago a picture of a car that was scorched. Fire rescue believes the fire may have started in that car and then spread to the home. A family pet was also killed, and a firefighter went to the hospital with burns on his hand. Very sad news this afternoon, but again, this woman has died in this house fire on Racine Avenue. We do not have her name as of yet. And that's a look at our big stories at this hour. Okay, everybody, let's switch gears a little bit and get to our question of the day. And we're talking about music. Who do you think deserves a Video Music Award? Who do you think deserves a Video Music Award? The VMAs will air on September 7th, and so they're taking nominations right now, and we were just curious who you think deserves one. Apparently, according to our article on WKRG.com, Lady Gaga leads the Music Video Awards nominations, followed by Bruno Mars and Kendrick Lamar. Colby Shin, who is the best dance teacher in the history of the universe at Sheffield School of the Dance. Amazing, amazing, amazing talent. I just can't even say enough about Colby Shin. I'll be here all afternoon. But this is what Colby says, and if he says it, I believe it. Lady Gaga, she is in a small elite club of artists who truly perform. I agree, Colby. What she has delivered during this mayhem area has been some of the best work of her entire career. The Abracadabra music videos, hands down, one of the best visual experiences in years. I mean, what a great comment. I got to tell you, my daughter, disclaimer, dances at Sheffield. And this year they had an adult class. So the adult ladies all danced to Abracadabra. And Colby's mom, Miss Seeley, was the teacher, and she's a phenomenal dancer too. So they danced to Abracadabra, and it was phenomenal. So now, Colby, I've got to go watch the video because that song, it gets you off your feet. It is a great song. There's my tangent. Okay, so Telka says Kendrick Lamar. Danielle's not happy about any of today's singers. Grace Beth says, call me basic, I don't care, but Tay-Tay, Taylor Swift fan. Taylor Swift, Black Sabbath, listen to the Fireflies. I like Adam Lambert. I remember when he was on American Idol, Rose. That was such a great season, and I cannot remember off the top of my head who won. I'm trying to think what year that was. I can't remember, but he was phenomenal, and I've actually been listening to some of his music and mainly his kind of covers of different songs, and I just think that he always puts such a unique spin on everything. And I was watching a video on Facebook, and he is in, I believe it's Jesus Christ Superstar, the musical, and he just makes everything exciting. So that would be neat. Okay, well, we didn't get too many comments on that, but if you still want to comment on who you think deserves a Video Music Award, let us know, everybody. But thanks to all of you who did comment. Okay, let's get to our poll of the day, and this is we're talking about music and actresses, and we're talking about fashion. Okay, so these ladies have dominated the fashion news cycle lately. We're curious, who do y'all think wore it better? Jeans edition. Beyonce or Sydney Sweeney? You know, Sydney Sweeney is the actress who just starred in a commercial for a jeans company, and a lot of people have criticized the commercial. It's talking about good jeans, and people are like, well, they're not really talking about jeans. They're talking about jeans, Genes. A lot of people criticizing that ad. So if you've seen it or you just want to comment or vote, Beyonce, Sydney Sweeney, or no opinion, go ahead and participate in that poll. Let us know what you think, Gulf Coast. All right, that is going to do it for this edition of News 5 Now. But just a reminder, if you do want to participate in our question or poll, you've got until 5:30 this evening on WKRG.com or WKRG's Facebook page. All right, everybody, I want to thank all of you for joining me for this edition of News 5 Now. There I am. The lights are turned back on. I appreciate it. I'll see you. I will not be here at 5 o'clock. I have to take off for a high school meeting for my daughter, but a big parent orientation. So I will not be here at 5 o'clock, but I'll see you tomorrow. Roseanne and Cherish will be holding down the fort. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. You are watching